Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for, you guessed it, another round of Vicky 2 as Japan. So, with this, I actually got into the game and noticed that this peace deal was actually coming up. Um, Funny thing is, white peace, I could care less. It's not my war. Good luck next time, Mexico, you absolute horrendous idiots. Did a horrible job in your war. But if I remember correctly, I think we had just secured Vietnam. We have finally gained control of a region I'm actually really happy about. More importantly, though, we are trying to get ready. No! Oh, I misclicked. Thank God. More importantly, I think we're getting ready to go for the rest of Sumatra once the infamy drops low enough. Was there any other territories that we were looking to acquire? I don't really think so. I think securing Sumatra down here was a big claim of ours. In terms of ships, oh yeah, we were building the battleships. The battleships are getting ready. They're primarily missing artillery as of right now. And once they're done, we're going to get rid of the ironclads and get ready for the next run. As of right now, we do have campaign for safer working conditions trying to come up. We already have a good school system, so that's really good. 2 per state, so no longer landowners or capitalists appointed. People are voted in. Excellent. Universal, Jefferson. I'd like to switch just to proportional. I think that'd be kind of pog. Um, I'd like to get non-socialists allowed and get the secret ballot bots, but as of right now, I don't see that coming anytime soon. People want safer working conditions, but I'm thinking of going for the trinket healthcare, personally, because I like the idea of getting a further population growth. More population growth means more citizens. More citizens equal out to, you guessed it, more soldiers. More soldiers equal out to more workers. So people are a little bit happier on that front. I mean, free trade is free trade. I mean, I'm not going to go for the militancy thing. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, I really do want to keep going for the safe working conditions. I'd like to keep my people as happy as can be. I just like the healthcare stuff more. Is I'll defend because pension level goes up by 5, or no, through factory throughput goes up by 2, traction by 2. Oh, wait, does it not really? Does it really not have an effect on that? Maybe it doesn't have an effect in this? I always thought it gave a population boost. Military directionism. Go ahead and go for deep defense system. Deep defense. We'll do deep defense, go back to cultural, and get anti-rationalism, get another research boost. Yeah, I finally actually had a little bit more time to start recording again. I'm just going to try to get as much recording stuff out as I can as of right now. I know next week I'm planning on having some days to record. Hoping everything works out on that front as well. More rubber, good. And the battleships are in construction. Excellent. I know I just finished working. Had to unfortunately cut grass. Fun stuff. Took a nice cold shower. Ate a cup of cottage cheese. I feel much healthier now. For the record, that was my dinner as of right now. I will probably eat more later. It's just the very idea of eating anything hot drives my brain to insanity levels. I just don't want to eat anything. Voter rights movement's starting to catch through. Could go for unemployment. I'm thinking of limited safety. And then people definitely do want the voting rights, so we'll probably fight for that as well. Actually, how is our population in terms of... Ooh, liberalism is gaining control. You know what? I'm going to jump on a conservative bandwagon real quick to increase its influence in the major population centers, because I have a strong feeling that this could come back to bite me in the ass. I don't want liberals in charge, because they're on free trade, laissez-faire, plural. Limited citizenship is something I wish I could get, but if I had to fight over both of it, I would rather have full access to whatchamacallit, control over my economy. Because my economy is flourishing. I'd probably do a lot better if I wasn't granting subsidies to certain places and kind of let the economy work on its own. but I'm in no mood to deal with that. I'd rather the economy keep chugging the way it is. We have a huge advantage over the other AI. Army's getting built. That's another army finished. There's 4 of you over Mir. I mean, the Qing are definitely partially westernized now. That's dangerous. I do want to up the fort level here and here. I'd like to see all of Korea actually have the increase as well. Just because it's all mainland territory, I'd rather my mainland be covered. Bangkok, here. Singapore is good, you're good. I think most of the other territories are fine. Voter rights movements where everybody's getting pissy at. Let's do proportional. What's this? Acquire colony. Wait, what? To settle the crisis in our favor. Sure. When I was reading that, I was like really reading it because I was just like, I swear to God, I'm not getting access to this. I'm going to nuke the Russians. But I'm happy. I got what I wanted. Alright, so we're going to upgrade that territory. When are the battleships going to finish? Not for quite some time. Oh, good. The rest of the infantry troops are done. To be honest, I think most of the territory's fine. I'm thinking about just sending troops south. I guess you guys can... Actually, you know what? Sit here in Edo. We'll upgrade Edo again. Actually, no. Go to Ahsoka. I'd like to be near the center of the country. That way if there's a rebellion, I can deal with it. And then what I'll quickly do is build up another group of troops. That's what we'll keep doing. I do like the idea of these, where is it? The political focus. But I just don't like the fact that when you do pick one, unfortunately it does kill your taxes by about 15%. I'm not a big fan of it. So I rarely ever do it. Ooh. I might go for that. When's that? Is this Modern Central? Yeah, once we get this cultural thing for anti-rationalism, I'm immediately going to go down to Modern Central Bank. I like the idea of having money. Russians have troops here. Kind of irritate me, Russia. I might kill you. I just need battleships. Their only big ally is the United Kingdom. In terms of military strength, what's their army tech at? Oh! I could have a tenth of their army and destroy them. I'd probably leave the troop here, those 3 there. I'd probably recall... I'd probably recall... Probably wouldn't recall anybody, to be honest. Oh, see? I knew it. You had a rebellion. I'm assuming that has to do something with... No, old age security, voting rights. Oh, people were happy because I added the other. Makes sense. Anti-rationalism just kicked in. Go for the modern central bank. I'd like to get access to more funds. We'll go to social and alienation. And go for mass politics. I'd rather them lose militancy. Consciousness is like, it's bad in its own right, but to be honest, we are getting to an extent, or to a level about where we need to be. So let's go ahead and do this. Nobody's friendly with them. If I get lucky and I somehow don't get 5 infamy, I'm happy, man. If I got like 2, I'm satisfied because at least at 2, at least I can like work within the realm of what I was given. Because then that'll be done by then. I can secure the other portion of Sumatra. 4.3 got screwed. Because I'd like to, it's really a tough call. It's really a matter of where I'd like to push. Like, the Russians would probably be the easiest bet to go for. Because if I can get a group, all my battleships out, I could probably easily beat them in a fight. Go for non-socialist because that'll increase our influence to want to go to, getting these passed, because that gives us a legal 10%. That gives an additional 10%. And then if we do get another election one, I'm going for another political reform, I'm going for non-secret ballots. I'd like to see if we can get out of this semi-constitutional monarchy and go to like more of a republic status. Because as of right now, I mean, 2 per state, universal voting, proportional representations, meetings allowed, free press, this for the most part, and then get secret ballots. I would assume we're out of the realm of caring about it. Good, the battleships are building. It's good to know. And the artillery as well. All right. So I would assume that the next group of troops I'm going to put... we probably won't keep troops down here in Indonesia. What I might do instead is I'm probably going to regroup a lot of my troops up here. I'd probably put like 2 armies up here, go for the Kurils, push across, hit Sakhalin, secure all of Sakhalin so that the Russians have no choice but to accept me taking that territory, because there are native Japanese people there. So go ahead and head up here, boys. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys another group of reinforcements. Good, modern central bank's almost here, baby. Non-secret ballots, there we go. Perfect. Modern central banks. I'm going to say high seas battle fleet. Head here next. Let me build her. Yes, my power grows. Whips of love. That's good. Yeah, I'm thinking take out Siak and then long live the king. Constitutional monarchy. Excellent. Wow, my economy just exploded. What the hell? Okay, Saigon's upgrading. You guys are all great. Okay. Go ahead and upgrade Sumatra. I'd like to at least have some level of defenses set here. You're as good as you can be. Able to get military access. The United States. Do I have an alliance with Mexico still? I do. An alliance with the Americans would make sense. Ooh, oil. That's good. Jump on that. Yeah, having an alliance with the Americans would make a lot of sense for the Japanese, because you would have access to the Mexicans and them. So that's a double whammy. So he's increased our influence in this region. I think we have like our sphere. Okay, High Seas Battle Fleet. This will be nice to have access to. Steam turbine ships. Go for gold. Oh, good. Those guys did build. 4. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. It's another army getting built. We'll add them up here to our collection. I just don't imagine the Russians holding anything. Like, what are you going to do with 9 of 30 army tech? Your navy's worthless. And I have 100%, I'd have 75% more. Or are you guys getting consciousness? I have more in terms of naval tech as well. The UK has 19, but they have no navy. I mean, that's really what it will come down to, is who has the more powerful navy. As of right now, my fleet's a lot more powerful, and I don't even have a full thing of battleships finished yet. Alright, let's go ahead and go through. I'm going to pause it, because I want to do a lot of upgrades through here. So all naval bases getting upgraded. Modern naval bases across the board. Those are good. Okinawa. Here. Iwo Jima. Yup. Marshall Islands. Keep forgetting I got the Gilberts too. Anyway, is Gilbert considered part of the Marshalls? It is. Wow. Solomons. New Britain's is still building. Port Moresby. Here. I can't forget Wake. Upgrade the fort there too at Wake. Here. Here. The one funny thing is knowing we lost a war against the Spaniards, and they got that little bit of the Philippines Islands, the Filipino Islands. But the funny part is that I can come back at any time and go rock them. Just, there's no point in doing it right now. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing finish up Aka, finish these guys off. I think we're going for our course. I think we could beat the Russians in a one-on-one fight. I have a feeling we could. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep building up the Japanese army. The Japanese army is going to... I'm going to put... I'm thinking of putting 3 armies up here. I'm going to add possibly more over here as well. I'm going to try to get minimum 2. Then the rest of the troops can kind of stay spaced out. I don't see any... If they do send any troops through into China, I can easily beat them in a one-on-one fight. I don't see an invasion happening down here in the south too likely. And this gives me a lot more to work with overall. Actually, I could probably just go ahead and send these troops up. I'd already have my 3rd army. I definitely want to get the Navy going a little bit more, because I think the Navy is where we would be lacking. And I think the more of an advantage I have in Navy, the less likely it is for the AI to win against me in a fight. Because any ground war that takes place is going to be out here in the east. By the time, let's say, the British send their troops out here, it's pretty much going to be an over and done war. And what I'm seeing is 3 troops. They're all going to go to the mainland. We're just pretty much going to take over Vladivostok at that point. Okay, we're going to go ahead and establish that protectorate. The infamy should drop well below that, hopefully, before it hits. 1 month. Okay, infamy is done. So if it does happen to hit high, I should be fine. Yep, we're fine. Training battleships are almost finished. Alright, new base there is doing fine. Yours can get upgraded. Moralism, of course. Upgrade that naval base. Upgrade this naval base. Intervene immediately. Kind of interested whether we do have any migrations. We have some migrations going to the British Commonwealth. Most of our people are going over to look like Mexico at one point. Is there any like main territory? So there are people coming in from Japan and migrating into Korea and the such. They said before I'd really like to go for Manchuria at some point. We do have our peace treaty till 1906. Campaign for old age security, that seems to be the big one. Let's go for low pensions. I'm fine with that. Ooh, fish production just went up again. Upgrade any factories that are ready to go. I do not want socialism in my country right now. What are the socialists, theoretically, in my country? They're the Marxist faction. They have protectionism, planned economy versus state capitalism. They're secularized versus moralism. They believe in full citizenship versus residency, and they're a bunch of pussies. Yeah, they pretty much are. They're the pussy faction because they have nothing. Go for Navy directionalism. I'd like to go for the integral rail network. So what we'll probably do is naval directionism, go for naval NCO training. I'll probably jump back here to get bolt action rifles just to change the appearance of my troops, which would be kind of pog. And then go get the industry stuff done. One underneath that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I'd like to get a couple extra troops. I'd like to get 2 reinforcements. These guys will probably be the attacking group. They'll probably go on the offensive. I'd like to just get more reinforcements up here, at least 2 armies. I'm not too concerned with a push through the rest of the territory. Okay, go ahead and declare the war. Push in. They shouldn't have any troops. And again, I'm not too concerned because if they send any troops, like the British do, I could probably break my fleet up into 2 sections. How big is their fleet actually at this stage of the game? 21 ships. I can easily keep my ironclads. I could probably put the battleships down here, keep the ironclads up near the home islands, and then like just break apart anything. Because I keep the old outdated ships up north while keeping the more up-to-date ships down here. Battleships would easily trounce their troops. And I will go ahead and let the infamy go down a little bit more, because what I'd like to do is, if humanly possible, is let's say I want to take a state from them. Substate. Substate. Wait, what? It's probably that territory where Mongolia's at. No, so we'd want to take a state from them. Oh, actually, no, this is still considered colonial. Place in the sun. 2.5. I'm going to let that go down a little bit more then. Okay. Alright, you guys can go ahead and head down to Batvia. We'll see how it goes down here. Just secure this, build the rail lines, build up the other stuff. We should be good. Alright. Pog. Okay, that's supply range. Go for naval NCO training. It's unconstitutional. Is this the Konbang Dynasty? Excellent. Finally, you recognized your problems. Now, the funny thing is, Illyria now. I could theoretically go to war with China. A war with China would be proactive. Definitely would be advantageous heavily towards us, but the problem is that if I secure Manchuria, that's more territory I have to guard myself. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 territories I am then on guarding. I don't feel like dealing with that, so I'm probably not going to do it. Yeah, there come the problems. I knew the transport fleet was going to start dealing with some issues. Go ahead and head down here. I mean, theoretically, I could still do it. I just need more time to get ready for it. How many of the battleships do we have done? Fair bit. I have a theory then. Where are my... Those are the battleships. Those are the ironclads. Take 3rd Fleet. Here are the outdated ships. I want you to head here. I'm gonna actually break this in half. And we're gonna get rid of 25 of the outdated ironclads. What that'll do is that leads to less overall production needs for the country as a whole. I have 29 brand new battleships ready to fight. They will be down in... go ahead and delete those. Hiroshima and Tokyo. And what we'll do... Actually, I'll build a 5th one. Osaka. I'll have 30. We'll have 30 of these puppies. Okay. Population in New Guinea. It's 5% of the population's fascist. That's only 5%. That's nothing. At that naval base. Good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, good enough. This will make a really good fleet. Then you guys are just missing steamer convoys. That's good enough for me. Army, go for bolt action rifles. And what did I say their army tech was at? Their navy tech is piss poor. Their army tech's 20 of 30. Mine's 21. This would be 22. Yeah, things should work out. The transport ships are taking hits. Should be fine. Yeah, screw it, we won't make any more. I think 28 battleships should be enough. We have full naval tech anyway, so we have a huge advantage. So to get this, Japan is a colonial nation. How am I not considered a colonial nation? I have colonies. 3/1/1909. How long will it take for this? It's 2 months almost. Why don't you send these guys to Pyongyang? Head home. What do my units look like now? Modern troops, excellent. Okay, go for integral railway network. If you're gonna give me an option of who to support in North America, I'd probably lean towards the United States. We're very close to being able to get out of this constitutional monarchy. I'd like to become a republic, but I would assume I need access to this. Yep, there it is. Will it let me become a republic, or will I stay a constitutional monarchy? Worst comes to worst, I will jump on this next. I just don't see any... I'm not going to base anything on population. It's the upper house. So this one, he says, has 2 votes to appoint representatives to the upper house. Representatives are determined by the collected ideology of the population. That I don't believe in. It's a horrible way to represent people. Ah, good. That. You're still upgrading, you're still upgrading, you're still upgrading. Yes. Yeah, I'll tend. Ooh, free prestige. Okay. Close enough. Acquire core. Prepare for greatness. Okay, we're gonna go for indirect artillery fire. I'm gonna try to boost the army up a little bit more. I got a region. Go ahead and do this. The Russians know I'm coming now. Where is the battleship fleet? First fleet, you are to head to Singapore. You are the main defense. Ironclad, you are going to go back to Tokyo. Case of an emergency. I have enough troops. Mexico, who are you at war with? You're at war with the Confederates again. I'm not joining your war, but I'll give you subsidies. You have fun. Alright. I think with that, though, I think I'm going to end the episode. We got the war goal. We're going for Russia. We're going to take out Sakhalin. I want to secure my island with the Kurils. I want all that territory. After that, I think we'll go for China. I also have a plan to hit, if I can, I'd like to secure this territory as well. This would give us a nice chunk of Vladivostok, secure this region, and the front line would be a lot smaller. I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a lot nicer to deal with, and it's a little bit more of a straight line, and it gives me more population to work with. As of right now, only Manchu's there, and I would like to go for China's Manchuria as well, because that would give me more territory to work with. That would give us a huge chunk down here, huge chunk up here. And then we come down to the decision of, do we hit the British Commonwealth, which currently has nobody protecting it, or do we hit the Philippines? I'm thinking British Commonwealth. What I'd like to do is try to take a little bit more territory. I'd like to take some of their territory. If we could secure this and hit Western Australia, suddenly this becomes interesting. And then just keep pushing them further and further back. Eventually you secure the New Zealand and push them pretty much all entirely out of the Pacific. Philippines are another go-to as well. France, unfortunately, does have some of my territory here. They have islands here in the Tonga region. British Commonwealth has access to Fiji. New Caledonia and the such. There's a lot of territory that would need secured, but I think this region is priority number 1. Secure the rest of the Indonesian islands, secure the Philippines, secure this region. So that's where my priorities are lying. So with that, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Come back, everybody. Moa Victoria to Japan. I'll see you then. Thanks.